Hello, and welcome to Caregiver Chronicles. I'm Sarah, and I'm here with my husband, Jeremy.
Hello.
And this week, because we haven't done one in a couple weeks, we're going to do a family update for you. Today, it is currently right before Thanksgiving.
It's Monday, November 23rd is when we're recording this.
So this is what's been going on with our family from the last update till recently. And first and foremost, we want to wish everybody a happy, healthy, and safe Thanksgiving. Please be careful and safe while you're celebrating.
Yes, enjoy your time together in your limited gatherings this year, and, stay safe, and we're going to get through this together.
And healthy. So our last update, we discussed about how Joey had the entire school system shut down. That was in October. The entire school shut down. They were closed for 2 weeks. Joey's class actually went back earlier. Would they go back like a week earlier than the rest of the school?
Yeah, they were sent home on a Tuesday. Joey's class went back the following Monday. And then they were all back in school about 2 weeks before they got sent home after someone in Joey's class, one of the adults in there, tested positive. Now, they're in full PPE, so the kids really weren't in any danger of contracting it, but they closed down Joey's class for 2 weeks after
closing down, reopening, closing again.
Yeah.
So lots of transitions, and again, for a child on the spectrum, not a good thing. Remy is still continuing to do his school remotely. We think that that's the safest option for him right now.
Yeah, it's the safest option, absolutely, given with Sarah's work. With the elderly, Remy has always gotten the sickest of the four of us when, a normal virus comes through. So, just trying to keep him safe as well. And he can handle the distance learning when he puts the effort in.
Yeah.
We actually had a parent-teacher conference with his teacher today, and she said, when he puts in the effort, he gets it very easily.
Yes, actually, Jeremy is doing really well. I'm actually pretty proud of him. The only thing he's struggling with is something that's been a consistent issue with him is writing and storytelling. However, math is pretty easy for him. He's really good academically with math. He's really good with reading. He actually tested into a higher level with reading through his remote testing. His teacher was pretty impressed with his reading skills.
His science and social studies both came out pretty good, from what I heard.
Yeah.
From the
Oh my God, art. He did poorly in art too.
Yeah.
Writing and art. But I mean, I can understand that because art is not for everybody. Arts and crafts tend to frustrate me. I don't really like doing them. So I can understand where he comes from not doing well with art.
Yeah, I hated art in school too.
But that's besides the point. But so he's had a lot of transitions with the structure of school when the entire school went from the hybrid model that they're in to full remote back to hybrid. His structure of his day had changed.
And he seems to have kept up with the structure that he had to get into with when it went full remote, because he is getting up earlier most of the time now and actually doing his work and completing it, which was a problem we were having at the beginning, was him not completing his work. It was taking him all day on things that we know he can do, but talking to his teacher, he's been done very quickly. A lot of times right now, and then talking to his teacher's like, yeah, he's completing the work. So,
which is, good, because we had a little while, especially in the beginning of the year, where he was not completing any of his assignments.
That structure from when they were fully remote got him into a routine, and he's kept it up, and I'm very proud of him for that.
Yeah. So there is some good with that. But again, as far as all the the structure routine changes with Remy, he's been handling it well. Joey, I think he's had sleep regressions on and off with the routine changes. He did have a cold when there was an exposure in his class. Joey did have cold symptoms. And so when I got the call, I was supposed to actually get the call on Friday, and I didn't get the call till Monday, right?
Yeah, they were supposed to call us because the person they found out on...
so mad.
We were very mad about that. They found out on Friday. When they were calling all the families in the class, they accidentally marked us as called before they had called us. And so Monday morning comes around, he wakes up with a runny nose, and we're like, all right, well, we'll keep him out. Looks like he's got a cold. We don't want to expose him. And we just want
to play it safe with the runny nose.
And the teacher was just like, we don't have actually in class because of this. The school should have called you.
Yeah, so I had to make a call to the school, and I basically had to tell them, like, hey, listen, this is not acceptable. You need to make sure that we're contacted. I work with the elderly, and, if Joey's exposed, I'm putting my patients at risk, and I need to know. So,
that was the Friday before Halloween when it happened, and then Monday rolls around, and, oh, hey,
just a surprise. So we weren't too happy about that. I think we were really upset about that.
I mean, I'm glad we didn't go trick-or-treating this year knowing that.
Yeah, we didn't. But we did have people in our house, which is, kind of like becoming the main way that they're spreading. We did have another couple and their children in our house for like a small Halloween get-together, and they're finding that's the way COVID is most being spread now. Fortunately, Joey was tested, and he tested negative. At that point, Joey would have already been symptomatic. So, if he were positive, he would have had a positive test.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Remy started with cold symptoms, so they both had that bad cold. I think I didn't feel good for like a day or so, but
yeah, cold went through all of us a little bit, but typical fall cold. Nothing to worry about.
Again, the kids were sicker than we were. Mm-hmm. I think it affected Remy the worst.
Again, weaker immune system than the rest of us.
Remy just seems to be the one who always gets hit the hardest. And yeah, so we went through that. But again, fortunately, no COVID in our house. We got through that, thank God. And then Joey started back at school, last week?
Yeah, Joey went back to school last week. And the night before he went back to school, he was up till
all night,
almost like 1-2 in the morning. He just refused to go to sleep. We had trouble getting him to sleep. Not as bad on Monday night after he went to school. He was up till like 10 or 11 that night, and then he slept fine a couple of nights, and then woke up one time in the middle of the night.
A couple nights, yeah.
And then
on and off.
And then again yesterday was Sunday, and I had to go into work early. Sarah had to work late. I was trying, and she couldn't come home. I was trying to get to sleep. He would not let me sleep.
But by the time I got home around midnight, he was asleep.
Yeah, but he finally went in his room and kind of stayed quiet. He was awake, but stayed quiet at about 11, and that allowed me to get a little bit of sleep, at least enough to where I could drink some caffeine and wouldn't crash on my way into work.
Yeah. So one of the things that we've been doing for Joey for the sleep regressions, and sometimes it helps and sometimes it doesn't, is the melatonin.
Yeah.
And the CBD.
And then we've also started on YouTube. They have these sleep meditations things that play this soothing music, or this little drums, or all these things. That's
singing
bowls. That seems to work a little bit, but he has to be exactly in the mood for it, because last night when I tried to put it on for him beforehand, he was like, nope, I'm not ready for this. He wanted his Notkins and his Color Crew and his TV shows that he likes to watch first. But
that combination seems to help. The singing bowls, like the crystal singing bowls, or the sleep meditation music, that seems to help, especially with the weighted blanket. That actually helps Remy too. I've noticed that. Yeah,
I put that on for him last night because he's gotten to where he wants to sleep in the living room because of the street light situation. There's more light coming in through the living room than there is through his bedroom. We We need to get him a nightlight, I guess, because it's a little. He doesn't like it too dark.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. He did lose somewhere in all this update. He did have his Alexa taken away, so he doesn't get the light from that anymore. So that's like a big thing. So, but we're working on getting him to earn that back.
I think he's getting close. He's been very good the last few days. He needs to do more. But
yeah, he's got a couple more things he's got to do before he can earn it back, but he's pretty close. And that's kind of like how we handle things with Jeremy, is we take things away and he has to earn them back.
He's also developed a fascination with chess, just out of nowhere. He lost most of his TV. He can only watch educational things, and he decided to watch a great courses lecture on chess. Then he got out, he had a checkers board with, also a chess board with some chess pieces. And now he has decided that he is going to learn how to play chess. And every day he wants to play a game of chess, or 6, as often as he asks for it. And he wants to watch a new lesson and learn new moves. So he's found something that he really wants to do. And it has worked as a motivation. I'm like, well, if you want to play chess, you have to do this. He quickly gets up and goes and does his chores now because he wants to play chess.
Yeah, that's another thing that has been, kind of motivating him. And it's also good for his brain. It teaches you to think kind of differently and look at things differently. It's a good game. Good brain, smart person game. Yeah. I know what I just said. Don't laugh at me.
Well, he did just beat you at chess today, so. He
did beat me at chess, and then I just kind of, let him hurry up and finish beating me at chess, because we had his parent-teacher conference. So that's another thing in our family update. Also, Remy started a podcast.
Yes, Remy, his fascination with auto racing, on par with my dad's, apparently, beyond anyone else's. I grew up watching racing. I like racing, but not to the extent that he does. But he has a laser focus on it, so he has started a podcast that we call Racing with Remy. The first real episode will hit Wednesday of this week, where he will be recapping the 2020 NASCAR Cup I don't even know what the Cup Series sponsor is anymore, but the 2020 NASCAR Cup Series season. So keep an ear out for that. By the time this episode hits your podcatchers, the first episode of Racing with Remy will already be up. So check it out.
Say Racing with Remy 5 times fast.
No, thank you. I'm pretty good with tongue twisters, but I was stumbling over Racing with Remy right there.
Yeah. So we have that going on. And also, another fun family update from us. We have had some, stressful situations happening, but we want to talk about some of the positive things we've got going on, right?
Yes.
Our other podcast.
Yes, our second podcast we started called I Watched It With My Wife, where we review movies. We pick movies. It's a bi-weekly podcast. We pick movies, we watch them, we review them. I've watched a lot of movies over the years. Sarah, not so many. So it introduces her to some stuff. It gets us to spend some time together. Has us.
And it's fun.
It's fun.
And we have snacks.
Yes, and we have snacks. And yes, and we actually got a request for a movie recently, so we'll have to watch that one at some point.
Ooh, I don't know what it is. I'm excited.
You do, because your best friend is the one who sent the request in.
Oh, crap.
She knows what movie it is now.
Oh, no. Harry Potter?
Yeah, well...
Oh, please, no. Please, no. God, no. You know the meme of the guy that does the no, no, no? That's my brain right now. Please, no.
You're the one who said we will watch the request.
But not that one.
You're the one who said we will watch the request.
Please, anything else. It's so bad, and it's so long.
It is very long. It's not bad.
Anyway, we're not going to review Harry Potter right now, but I've already had to watch it before.
I said at some point. I didn't say anytime soon.
Life's too short, babe. Life's too short. Anyway.
Like I said, at some point, I didn't say anytime soon. Let's get through Christmas and some other stuff first.
Side note, I hate Harry Potter, if you haven't noticed. That's a different story. Now everybody doesn't like me anymore because I said that. Also, our website.
Yes.
website withmywifepod.com is up and ready. We also have transcriptions of some of the Caregiver Chronicle podcasts up, not all. Bear with us, that takes some time.
Yes, takes time. We got to get them loaded into an app that will transcribe it for us, and then I've got to go through and edit it because it doesn't always pick up what we're trying to say correctly, and we're trying to label it with the correct speaker.
And
so
timestamps.
And the timestamps looked a little off last time. I don't know how to fix that one. Yeah, okay. It may be because of the music. I'm not sure on that, but but we're trying, and we'll get those up as quickly as possible. And then once we get the Caregiver Chronicles up, we'll also get I Watch It With My Wife and Racing with Remy up. And who knows what else we'll be doing in the future.
Exactly. We're definitely loving doing podcasts. It's, connected us to people and really have helped us. Caregiver Chronicles is going nowhere. We're continuing with this. This is not going to stop.
No, yeah, we're going to do.
This is not going to stop. We love this.
Yes, this podcasting has been a mental break for me. It's been a rough year in my work. It's been a rough year for all of us with the pandemic.
In my work.
And Sarah's work. I needed a mental break somehow, and between Caregiver Chronicles and I Watch It With My Wife, it's providing me with the mental health I need. Yeah. So I'm all in favor of keeping going as much as possible. I know sometimes it's hard to record. That's why, the last episode I recorded by myself and just in the middle of the night while Sarah was at work, because we needed to get something up, and I knew it was something that I could talk about right away.
Yeah.
Recording can be tough, but when we get an opportunity like we have now, we get it up, and it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So we just want to make sure everybody knows that this podcast is not going anywhere, even though you might see us doing some other projects. We look forward to doing one on caregiver burnout soon. I'm looking for a special guest for that if we can get one. I have a few ideas of guests, but I'm not sure. And then
at one point we talked, my brother was diagnosed with something called highly superior autobiographical memory. We're trying to set up an interview with him to discuss that. So hopefully we'll have that by the end of the year as well. Yes.
So we do have some really good interviews. And of course we're always going to keep family updates as part of this, because this is, Caregiver Chronicles is our life. It's our life, taking care of children with autism. My life is taking care of the elderly. And I can say right now that there are no positive cases of COVID in my building at work, which is really awesome.
I can say there are no positive cases at my work either, because no one has tested positive at my work.
Well, that's great.
The only I know.
I think it's a bigger accomplishment for me. Sorry.
Literally the only connection we've had to a positive at my work was when you tested positive and I was forced out of work.
But we've been down to no residents, and I'm just very happy that things are starting to get better. A lot of my residents that have recovered are coming back, and are doing well. So we're super thrilled about that. I think that was a really hard thing for me to go through, and I know all my coworkers were, but I love and I'm super proud of all of them. They did a great job. They really, really did. I think the hearts and souls are all there. Everybody's just banded together so well. But yeah, work has been a little crazy, but definitely I can just say if you work in healthcare and you don't have a good team supporting you, I don't know what to say. Find a good team, make a good team, do something, because that, just the teamwork is so important. And without everybody pitching in and helping everybody else, I think everything would be I don't know. I think work would be crap right now. But we got through it all, and so things are doing a lot better. We're looking forward to the holidays.
Yes, we're looking forward. We got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, we got New Year's. Trying to we're gonna get
We'll
through
be
that.
working for all of them.
Well, I have Christmas morning off, but that's literally the only day a year that I'm guaranteed to get off. So
Yeah,
and then,
I'll be working Christmas and Thanksgiving.
yeah, I'm working Thanksgiving
And probably New Year's.
Yeah, I believe I'm working New Year's as well. So we chose jobs that don't get holidays.
Yeah.
We chose them before we met each other, and then we fell in love, and now we're in a place where we both work all the time.
Yeah. But my parents actually help us out when we work holidays. We go there. They watch the kids for us while we celebrate the holiday and while we work. Right now, a lot of my residents are not going to be able to see their families. So it's really important that I'm there on these major holidays. And I'm actually trying to find something festive to wear for Christmas and Thanksgiving to kind of just make my residents laugh at me. I was thinking a cute turkey hat or something. I know it sounds ridiculous, but if it's festive and it keeps them happy, then I'm gonna do it.
You should get a pilgrim hat.
I was just gonna find a turkey. I was literally gonna walk around to work with a turkey on my head.
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes my residents happy, why not?
Yep. And I don't know if you've been listening to our previous episodes, but if you haven't, check out a couple of our previous episodes. We have a interview with Fred Marvel from the Spectrum Dad podcast about raising a child on the spectrum as well. And then we also have an interview with our local Scout Pack leader about how Scouts can be beneficial for all kids, but especially kids on the spectrum from our personal experience. And he has worked with Remy for a few years now, so he knows him very well. So check out those things. His interview was actually so long we had to divide it up into 2 episodes. So check those out.
Yeah, but it was good though.
It was very good
Information.
Yeah, so please, if you haven't already checked those out, please do. Those are 2 of the best interviews we've done so far. I think they're the only 2 interviews we've done so far. Well, you've interviewed a few of your coworkers.
I had interviews. I had 2 interviews, but those are 4. We had 4 interviews.
And
what?
5, 6 if you count the 2 we've done with Remy.
This man doesn't even listen to his own podcast. All right.
I listen all the time. I just forget stuff. I don't have highly superior autobiographical memory yet.
We'll have to get that interview up because it sounds pretty interesting. Which again we will be working on soon. Like I said, we are doing other projects, but Caregiver Chronicles is not going anywhere. We're not stopping. We will be here every week for you with something, either a story about our life, something we've done, something related to taking care of others in some type of way. And yeah, we're happy. We're in a better place than when we started this, I think. As much as we've been through, we're actually in a better place than we were at the beginning of this month. Family-wise, yes. I think that we really we started November off pretty shaky.
Yeah. But things are improving in general. While things, the COVID numbers are not improving, things are improving for us mentally, physically, emotionally. Some breaks we needed, some struggles we're getting through, but
exactly. And so we just want to remind all of our listeners where they can hear us.
You can hear us on pretty much any one of your major podcatchers for Caregiver Chronicles. You can also find us at our website, withmywifepod.com. And then if you want to send us an email, there's you can get us at Caregiver Chronicles Pod, Caregiver Chronicles Pod at gmail.com for this one, or withmywifepod at gmail.com for others. And then of course you can also get in touch with us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Caregiver Chronicles 2 on Instagram, Caregiver Chronicles on Facebook, at Caregiver Chron 1 on Twitter. We're also on Anchor. If you contact us on Anchor, Caregiver Chronicles, you can send us a question. Please do. We would love to hear it and play it on our podcast.
Or you can always email us a question, or you can always put a question up on our blog.
Yes.
We do have or at least our first 3 episodes blogged. So if you have any questions about any of that. Remy's diagnosis, Joey's diagnosis is what's up there right now. You can definitely put questions on there. And we will see you next week.
Bye.